entrepreneurship.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another video. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And you hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. I think you guys are going to like this video. This is going to be about the top 3 coins to flip this year. Now, when you are coin flipping, this is something I've done for a couple years now, and I've gotten pretty good at it. When you're coin flipping, you need 2 things to line up. You need the demand to be high, and you need the price to be right. So it's all about timing. Coin flipping is 100% about patience and timing. So these 3 coins that I have for you are ongoing series. So I'm going to tell you guys how to play your cards right to get the biggest bang for your buck. It's going to take some time, but trust me, in the long run, you're going to make the most money doing it the way I'm about to tell you. Another thing, if you don't see a coin that you had in mind out of the 3 that I'm showing you, make sure you put that down in the comments, or if there's another series that would be good to flip, put that down in the comments as well. So without further ado, guys, make sure you listen to the whole video because there's going to be some good pointers throughout. The first one is going to be this right here. This is the 2017 Year of the Rooster from Rwanda. The Lunar series are very popular, and the Rwanda series is very popular. Now, back in the day when I collected the wildlife series, they were more popular back then. It seems they've started to fade a little bit, and it could be because, you know, the first couple releases they did very limited mintages, and then they've slowly increased those mintages as the years went by, probably because of the popularity. But those first releases are insanely expensive. So this leads me to my first point. If you were to flip this now, right, you flip it, and then down the road, you see that it's gone up in price. Just because you see that it's being sold, I'm just giving you an example, for $100 doesn't mean it's being sold for $100. What happens is if you wait too long and the price gets too high, you're going to have 2 things happen. You're going to have less buyers because the coin's very expensive. So you're only going to be able to sell to extreme collectors. And 2, you're going to have more sellers because the price is high. So I've seen this, and it's happened to me before. I've held a coin for too long and try to sell it for what everybody else is selling it for, and it's just too much competition. And what ends up happening is you start losing patience almost. You start dropping the price, and then you got other sellers dropping the price, and everyone starts undercutting each other, and it actually dumps the price of the coin. So that can happen. So the timing's got to be right. You almost want to sell when nobody else is selling, to be honest. That's when you get the best money for your coin. So another strategy is the next release is coming. It's going to be released towards the end of the year. It's going to be the year of the ox. You always want to flip your coins. If you have a coin within that series, you always want to flip after the next release. So the newest release is when you want to flip. And the reason why is because the buyers are going to advertise the series for you. That's right. They're going to post it on Instagram. They're going to make videos on it on YouTube. And people are going to look into the series and realize this is the first in the series. And it's going to get all that advertisement, which increases the amount of buyers. Not only that, it's all the hype because it's the newest coin released. So those 2 factors make it the best time to flip any coin. Never do it in the middle of a release. So never. Always wait until the release to flip. That is one of the best pieces of advice I can give you. So that's a good one right there. This is going to be a very popular series, and the Rooster is one of the lowest mintages. So they're doing almost the same thing that they did with the wildlife series, which is did a limited release, limited mintage for the first couple releases. This series has also started to increase in its mintages. So make sure you strike while the iron's hot on that. Now, another thing real quick before I show you the next one. If you have a bunch, I would suggest hanging on to some. Don't flip them all in one go. These are ongoing series. If you want to get the most money out of your flipping, you want to have a couple for the next release and do it again to see if the price goes up, because the demand's still going to be there and the price can go up. So you want to, let's say you have 6 of them. You want to do 2 for this next release, 2 for the next release, and 2 for the final release, whatever it is. You want to try and spread out your flipping just like that. So you don't have to do them all at once, but I really think the Year of the Rooster right now is a good time to flip it. They're going for about 50 bucks. Now this is the first release in the Marvel series. This is the Spiderman, also 2017, and these are going for about $70. Now, around that price, what I've noticed, doesn't matter what the series is, how popular it is, around 60, 70 bucks, it starts to pretty much reach its max, because there's a certain point where not even the most hardcore collectors will go and buy it. So right now, this is teetering the point of too long to flip. You're waiting too long to flip. So what I would do is definitely take advantage now. 70 bucks is a great price. It's a great price to flip if you bought it early. So I think it's a good time to flip. But once again, if you have a couple of them, save them for the next couple releases. They're still going up in price, but that's the problem. You don't know when a certain price point is going to be too high. And at one point, I couldn't find these at all. And now that they're in the 70s, they're all over eBay. So that's what you want to be careful of. So I think right now is a good time to flip these. Maybe hang on to 1 or 2 of them for the next couple releases just to see if they go up and the demand stays the same. But this is an amazing coin. One of my favorites in the series. But once again, this is an ongoing series. And, you know, don't blow all of them on one flip. I think they might have potential to go up even more. And the next one right here. So remember what I was saying, the buyers will advertise for you. Well, if you go on Instagram, the newest release from this series, the Royal Fortune, is all over Instagram, and they just started shipping them. So right now, this is a great time to flip the Queen's End Revenge from last year. If you have a bunch of these, same deal. Don't flip them all at once. Hang on to them and do a flip every single release. Kind of time it right, and hopefully they go up in price and the demand stays the same every time you do it. That's the goal. But these are going for about, they were going for about 40, 45. I haven't checked now, but I could definitely see these going for about 50 at the moment on top of that new release. So people are going to want to catch up in the series, especially if it's being posted all over Instagram. And I'm sure there's going to be videos on YouTube coming soon. So really a good time to flip these bad boys would be right now. So there you go. This is another ongoing series, very limited mintage. And yep. So what do you guys think? Those are the 3 that I got. I hope this video helps. Definitely some good advice in there. I promise you that's good advice. That's what I've learned over the years. And patience is very important, just like timing is. So these are my top 3 for this year. I think these are a good balance between demand and the price. So I think it's a good time, but you know, that's if you have one. I would say do it now. If you have only one, I would sell them now, take the money and run. And maybe buy the second in the series. It's not as expensive. And then maybe try and flip the second in the series once the third in the series comes out. That's another play that you can do if you only have one of them to flip. So anyways, if you think there's another series or another coin that should be on this list for 2020, put that down in the comments for everybody to see. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I will talk to you guys later.